Hey guys, Jerry here, and welcome back to GregTech. I did not do the whole facing my face thing this time because, well, it gets kind of old. I need to spice it up a bit. But what I have done is I've tried to make a facade here for the, you know, the main building of the factory here, the office building or the workshop building or what you want to call it. So I kind of figured, hey, we should stick with the, you know, the style of color here, but we need to mix it up a bit so that it's, you know, it's a distinct, separate part of the building, which is why we made it out of the fitted quarry stone in the first place. But I figured, hey, what if we invert the color scheme? And I think it's turned out quite nice. It still looks like an ice cream sandwich or whatever you want to call it, but yeah, I kind of like it. Granted, it is only a facade yet, as you can see. The rest of it is still exactly as the cheap American label left it, so not much going on there. However, downstairs I have also been doing some stuff, because I've actually added a proper downstairs. So this, like, I've separated into the factory halls again, and I have installed a copper cable to every of the big workstations that we have. So this ends, it ends pretty much nowhere, because, well, over here we have just the end of the cable in a hole. So yeah, not much going on there. It's installed, but that's about it. I have also made an extra 2 of these CESUs here, so that we can have one for each of the big machines. Like, we're gonna have the industrial grinder here, so that's gonna need a lot of power. And over here we have the industrial blast furnace, so that's gonna need its own. We're also gonna need one separate for the electrolyzer, which is the one that one of those that we have back in the other workshop, the previous house. And then we have one extra of them, so I have 4 in total, and then I have the big one, the MFE. I need to put in some doors here. I thought, did I not bring some doors? No, I didn't. I thought I had some doors, but let's quickly do that. You know, just because it makes a lot of sense to have a door. We have 1 door. So 6, and then I'm gonna make a couple of pressure plates as well, because actually, do I have the obsidian pressure plate mod in this? I can't remember. I don't think I do, now that I think of it. But nope, I don't. Alright, so no obsidian pressure plates. We're gonna have to stick with let's just make stone ones then, because I think they'll fit in better with the floor. And another door. And then we can quickly install this. You know, just having a facade with a door, that kind of makes it the whole thing appear a bit more complete. It's a work in progress. Cut me some slack here, but yeah, you can see they almost disappear with the stone here, so excellent. Now, what we need to do right now is we need to start moving stuff in, and we need to move our power generation over there at the very least. And that means we need to really seriously consider putting in a roof of this thing so we can put the solar panels on top. We could also alternatively, rather than putting solar panels on top of the workshop here, we could install them on the roof or on these roofs instead. Which I actually kind of like the idea of, because, well, this one potentially could go larger. Like, it could go higher and become eventually a skyscraper should we need it. Whereas these things are kind of set at this height, and they're going to be the sides. So we could take the solar panels and plonk out on top of these slabs here in this row, and then just have a cable go through the wall in here and then into a power storage unit. So yeah, I kind of think that's what we're going to do. Now, this wall here doesn't really need windows, because, well, if you look out here, what are you going to see? Nothing. So I was pretty much thinking we could just you know, fill that in completely with this stuff, or potentially just really fill it in, because, well, there is really not a lot going on looking out the side, and that also means that I won't have to, you know, have any worries about putting machines up against it, because I'll be blocking the windows, so the windows won't be connecting or anything. So I wonder, I don't have enough, but it's a start. It's a start. So I want to do this right the whole setting up the machines thing, because at the moment I am totally not doing it right. We have one line of power feeding, what, 12 different machines, and the line only carries 32 EU per tick, so if we use 5 of them here, and we use 10 here, and another 5 here, then if this one then needs 20, there's not enough power coming through to it, so yeah. What we need to do is separate these out into smaller groups, and then have each of them connected to a pad box separately. The same actually goes for the, now that I think about it, the power system underneath the floor over there. I think it would make a lot more sense for me to have a higher capacity cable down there, and then a lot of, what's it called, transformers instead. So just attach a medium voltage transformer to each station, so that they receive the power they get, because that means that I could potentially run 5 machines at the same time, because I'd have 5 times the power needed, or 4 times, or whatever. I think it's 4, yeah, 4. So we could run 4 machines at the same time, because we'd have 512 per tick going through, rather than just the 128, which I think, if we look at stuff like the industrial grinder here, you can see max EU per tick in 128, and same for this one, 128, and maybe some of the recipes use more fuel than others, I don't know. But, like, again, that's in case we had just one big energy storage unit, but because we have the separate storage units for each of them, I don't think it will be a problem. We'll see. But as I said, yeah, I'm choosing the more expensive solution to have energy storage specifically for each machine, just to guarantee that I can always use one machine, even if I'm using others as well. So we need to start moving some of this stuff, and we need to grab, let's see, another stack of this so we can finish filling in the wall. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these solar panels immediately, and I'm probably also gonna take, you know what, actually, yeah, if I take the solar panels, then the machines here, or the boxes here, will stop charging. We can then disconnect the pad box, drain it into my lab pack, lithium pad pack, and then pick that up as well. Because if it doesn't have any charge, then I won't feel bad for picking it up. So let's grab the solar panels, and none of them broke. I think Greg actually removed the whole machine breaking thing. I'm not sure. I still haven't made an electric wrench. I probably should do that. You know, just in case that some of this stuff actually does break. So if we look here right now, no, up here rather. Yeah, no more power coming in. I'm not feeding any fuel to any of the generators. So if we disconnect this one by killing the cable, then we should be able to drain this one completely. Yeah. The metal former here is going to be in the way, so let's just pick that up as well. And almost done. There we go. Yoink. No worries. Put a torch because I forgot to turn off the whole... not enough items has a function which allows you to see where mobs can potentially spawn if the light level is, or where the light level is low enough that mobs can spawn. It shows a yellow X if it's able to spawn at night, and a red X if it's able to spawn all day. And it's kind of cheaty, but when you're building a big building like this, and putting expensive machinery in it, you really don't want stuff spawning in here, so I kind of used it as a foolproof method of making sure that I lit it all up. So I'm sorry if my slight cheating there offends anyone, but it's for the best, trust me. It's for the best. So, solar panels. I did not bring any tin cables to actually connect them, so let me just quickly run back again. On the running. I also made a little pen there and a little pen there. I was thinking we could go out and find a horse. I figured out I found 2 saddles in a chest, so we can pick up a horse somewhere and, you know, keep it here. And I was thinking of maybe moving the bees in here, but or potentially some cows. We don't have cows yet. And then basically having this house as the farmhouse, the farmhouse, the bee house, forestry house, and then using the other one for the industry. Tin cables, that's what I'm here for. Tin cables, there we are. Excellent. Alright, back in the factory. I think this facade looks really good. I like it. The whole color inversion thing is quite nice. draft staircase, of course, here. American as he is, he doesn't really know what practicality means. I already made it into bricks. What am I doing? So fill this in. Except for, you know, a little hole that we can walk through, like that. And then we need to see exactly where is the cable coming up from underneath. It is coming up right here. So if we dig this one out and this one out, then we actually end up right in the hole that we dug. Interesting enough. I also need copper cables because, well, or I need a transformer. If I want to feed into those at least. I probably should. But let's set up the solar panel for now. So let's see. I want the power coming in here and then potentially feeding down into... well, I want it to be able to feed it to wherever I want really, but like these solar panels are going to be the prime power generation for a lot of it because they're easy. And they're easy. So if we have 6 of them, so we can put 6 there. And it's just a matter of, you know, connecting them up. And now this cable will have to come in through the wall here. And then we can put a bat box. Do we want to put it here or do we want to keep the cable in the wall? Now that is the question. I think we want to keep the cable in the wall. So if we put this one here, can I be a bit smart here and actually face this the right way immediately? I know I'm gonna take a bit of fall damage, but that's not the smart part. The smart part was that the bat box here would be facing the correct way. Now, of course, it's nighttime right now, so nothing will be coming in. And see, this one outputs low voltage. So we could actually hook it up directly just with a copper cable and it wouldn't affect anything because I'm not putting anything of too high voltage into anything. So if I'm just quickly if I grab a copper cable and just, you know, hook these up together, then we can start. Once the sun comes, we can start feeding power into these storage units here. And that'll, at the very least, allow us to, you know, use the solar panels, if anything, just to collect the power. The bat box, of course, will allow a bit, but it'll fill up rather quickly because I do have 6 solar panels after all. So copper cable. Did I actually? I'm nearly out of it. That's impressive. If anything is, I've been using a lot of copper cable. I used a lot of it to make the CESUs, and I've used a lot of it to. What's the wire mill? That was the first one I opened, and yeah, I still couldn't find it. I also used a lot of it to, you know, lay out the copper cable on the underside of the factory. There's one thing I still haven't shown you, by the way, but I'm gonna see if these 7 I have is enough. There's 5. It's 1 block short. Of course it is. Yeah, I'm 1 short. I'm actually gonna show you that once I have picked up whatever cables it's actually made now. It should have, you know, made a bunch. Not a lot. There's no more power, so it just used whatever was in the internal storage, which is perfectly fine because it's just what we need. 18. So if I go down here, you can see that I've added a little extra tunnel here, lit up by some torches. I was thinking about putting lava or something in there, but I was afraid of it, you know, lighting my wooden house on fire. So I'll probably replace them with glowstone blocks or something. I kind of like the whole being behind iron bars. And then it leads directly into the basement here. I left a beehive there because I didn't really want to bother with picking it up. But, you know, minor details. See if we can reach it up here. Bam. Now we just need the day. Where is the day? Where's the sun, actually? This staircase. I think I might at one point redesign it a bit. I don't know, but like it's a nice idea, but the whole glass pane not really connecting to anything. Honestly, I would probably just connect it to this column here and have them go out. Just so it's a bit more contained. But whatever, that's me. Hello, Mr. Creeper. It's a very nice factory I have here, don't you think? Would be a shame if you were to blow up right next to it, huh? Which is why it's not gonna happen. Alright, that skeleton's being a bitch, so let's just walk away. Walk away. And then see over here if my blast furnaces are actually, you know, empty. They're not empty, but they're done. They don't have it. They're not doing anything. So we can take the ash, put in the ash chest, take the iron that's left over, and just quickly get a bit of inventory space. And then I think I'm actually gonna install the blast furnaces. You know, this is this part that we're at now is the moving in phase. It's really it's something quite different because, well, first we started just, you know, setting up machines and just adding them wherever we had the space. But this time we're actually trying to be a bit, you know, calculate a bit, be a bit practical about it and say, okay, where do we need stuff? What do we need? How do we use it? Yoink and yoink. And these I just break with a pickaxe. Can I use the drill? Yes, I can. So, I'm trying to both be a bit practical, but also, you know, include as some aspect of role-playing, because, to me at least, role-playing, light role-playing, very light, like not, you know, the whole stereotypical role-play, hey, look, I'm a Ferengi or whatnot. I'm not gonna do that, but, like, again, having a factory or something that produces, you know, something, some way where you make electrical components actually look like a factory. That sort of thing. It's the same I have, weird fascination I have with building roads between stuff. Like, if you want a base, then you need to have roads between your different structures, because otherwise, well, are they connected? Are they really a base, or are they just a loose gathering of whatever random stuff you happen to put up? And the answer to that question becomes pretty much like impossible to disagree upon when you have bases, or when you have roads, and when you have walls surrounding it all, because then it definitely is a base and it's yours and you've built it and it's protected, and you're gonna, you know, you're gonna protect it because you built it. So that's also why whenever someone asks me for some advice, I keep going with the whole keep it practical, but make it yours. And that includes, like, if they ask for more specific advice, then I say build roads between your structures. Like, start out, if you're building a village, then have a central point, something that's ought to be in a village. I know my friend Peaceboot at one point wanted to build a village, and the one advice I pretty much gave him was, alright, start by building a well. You won't ever need a well, there's no reason at all to have a well. But a village has a well. And that's just a fact, a village has a well. Because the water is the foundation for life, and without water, well, your life's gonna be hard or tough. This is a problem. I've built myself into a corner here. Especially because there's a creeper outside, and if I do something wrong, then that creeper's gonna blow up. And, you know, destroy what I have, and I don't want that. Do I like those? Do I like keeping that glass intact? I'm not sure yet, but let's just keep it for now. It kind of looks neat. It looks somewhat neat. Blast furnace, blast furnace. There we go. Now the smokestack is officially implemented. We could even, if I have, do I have Digger's backpack? Quarry stone. I don't think I have enough of this. I was thinking if you, like, you know, fill in the wall and just have the little furnace windows kind of indented a bit. I was actually thinking maybe having some quarried block stairs there would be better. But yeah, just kind of, you know, including it in the wall so it looks as though it's part of the building and part of the chimneys outside, the smokestacks. I reckon that's a good idea. Something died there. And of course zombies have hats now. It does look a bit strange, I'll admit, with the whole red brick against the cobble, and I think I might actually just build up another layer of brick around it just to kind of close it all up. But, well, they're installed. They're part of the factory now. Role-playing, yay! So let's see. We've disconnected all our machines in here, so if we want to make anything, we're gonna have to move them. So that's that. Let me grab this one, because we We're definitely gonna need that. Shit. I did not mean to do that. I don't know what happened there. It just went completely through and basically turned my CSU into a basic machine casing, which is kind of strange considering that it was made of bronze. Yeah. Cables. Bitches. I'll leave it at that. Well, I guess it was a good thing I made enough, you know, bronze plates here to make another CSU. I even have, you know, I don't have the 1, 2, and 3. Toss it in here. And then I need my copper cables again. Alright, well, replace everything. It's fine. We got the power. We got the technology. Now, the thing I need to do now is pretty much go over in the factory here. And, first of all, fill in the walls. I'm probably going to keep this pattern here, just instead having an extra window in the middle here where the doors are. So, you know, repeat this section here, right here instead. And then have the top line here and the bottom line going all the way through. But then basically what I need to do is just lay out exactly where I want all the stuff. Or rather start laying out and laying power cables in this building so I can like have different workshops, different places. And then potentially figure out a storage solution for, you know, getting some stuff over here. I also need to put in a ceiling of some sort, some description. As you can see, solar panels are now producing power and it's being fed into the system. And because of the magical lossless cables of IC2 Experimental, it goes into this one and this one over here at almost the exact same rate. Almost. But yeah, I'll need to hook in a low voltage transformer right here at least. It actually needs to be pretty much right in this corner. Yes. So if I put that right here and then hook the cable up again, then we can move the bat box from the implosion compressor down next to it and then put in a tin cable to connect that. So wrench, where's my wrench? There we are. Grab this. That took way too many tries. So the low voltage transformer here is set up to automatically, you know, output on this side. So we put this one right there, put in a cable, and, you know, run it up. Connect. Bam. And there we go, this one is now completely powered, all that it can take. And this one is receiving every third package or something like that now, so yeah. Alright, so with this, I think we're gonna leave this for now. I have started moving in, as you can see, we have the blast furnaces here set up. There is actually one thing I want to add to that, but we'll do that next time. So yeah, until next time, I'm Jerry, this has been GregTech, starting the moving in process to our new factory, and I really hope you enjoyed. Bye!